If you look in the dictionary under hypocrite, you'll find the name Donald Trump listed as the definition. Immediately following that are Donald Trump supporters. It's no longer a debate. Considering the constant display of inconsistencies and double standards by Trump supporters, you might assume they are actively striving for a Guinness World Record for most deceitful politician and fan base. We'll look at a golden example of a Trumper hilariously getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar when he accidentally calls out the actions of a Trump inner circler as corrupt. Before watching and breaking that down, let's review the actions of Donald Trump himself. Before, during, and definitely after his time in office, Trump has been known for making contradictory statements, often within an impressively short span of time. He flip-flops stances on important issues without clear explanations or justifications. And when this is the man who is being worshipped, the bad habits quickly rub off on his supporters. Trump supporters have also come under scrutiny for their unwavering loyalty, even in the face of unquestionable inconsistencies. Just like Trump, some of his supporters have displayed a tendency to apply double standards when evaluating his behavior compared to that of others. It is scary to see Trump supporters so loyal to him and his administration that they turn a blind eye to his questionable actions. It'd be like talking to a brick wall that someone promised Mexico would pay for. I mean, just look at this Trumper lose his entire argument and credibility faster than a hummingbird's wings.
I mean, Trump has done more than Biden will ever do. And that's the other side of it. He should be in jail, him and his kid, for treason. I mean, they've taken money from other countries who we're not really in favor of.
It's insane. The fact that, like, you can have a member of your family get billions of dollars from Saudi Arabia is nuts.
Yeah.
Right?
They're nothing but a big cover-up.
So you think Trump should be punished for all of that money that Ivanka and Jared got?
No.
Nope. Wait, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Biden with his kid. And
oh, not the Jared and Ivanka money from Saudi Arabia.
No.
Does that bother you?
No.
Right.
That man was talking out of the side of his mouth, but he has one thing right. He should be in jail, and by he, I mean Donald Trump, for obstruction of justice, campaign finance violations, tax issues, business practices, and inciting a riot. His supporters' selective moral outrage is mind-boggling. Their logic thrives off hypocrisy and detracts from meaningful conversations, and most importantly, it shields Donald Trump from being held accountable for his actions. That man went from being so upset about foreign influence and concerned about ethics when claiming that Biden should go to jail for taking money from other countries. But when it's time to talk about the $2 million Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, reportedly received from Saudi Arabia, there were no signs of wrongdoings in sight. What happened to his demand for accountability and justice? Where is the logic? He dismisses concerns about the substantial financial dealings involving Kushner and Saudi Arabia so quick, and that highlights a growing trend among Trump supporters. There is a clear bias and double standard in their assessment, but only when it comes to Trump or his inner circle. The hypocritical Trump supporters are only serving as a crutch for the former president. One of the most frustrating aspects about this is how Trump and his followers seem to operate in a parallel universe when it comes to accountability. It's as if they have collectively decided that Trump is above the law, and any attempt to hold him accountable is met with fierce resistance and deflection. Trump and his supporters love to point fingers and cry foul when it comes to his political opponents, but they conveniently ignore or justify similar actions when they come from their own camp. It's concerning to see how far some Trump supporters are willing to go to defend their idol, even at the expense of their own credibility and integrity like we just saw. That man walked away making a fool of himself, but probably doesn't care about that part because for him, standing up for Trump is more important. It's clear that Trump supporters have chosen to prioritize their allegiance to him over the principles of justice, accountability, and ethics. As long as they continue down this path of hypocrisy and willful ignorance, they will remain complicit in enabling a leader who has shown time and time again that he is willing to put his own interests above the rule of law and the well-being of this country. The challenge now is to break through this wall of deceit and hold both Trump and his supporters accountable for their actions. While seeing Trump supporters embarrass themselves in a dance of illogical defenses full of hypocrisy and falsehoods, it may provide some amusement, but the underlying implications are concerning. How deep will their loyalty go in defending him? And what drives this unwavering devotion? It is important to recognize when it is time to part ways with a candidate, especially one entangled in a web of schemes, scandals, and criminal activities. Trump supporters, it is time to wake up and do the right thing. Hold Trump responsible. American politics should not be used as a comedy playground.